that video was about how being social influences your health. But I was talking about being social and the energy of connection, the energy that happens when you connect to someone. Not unlike having a loved one, a close spouse, whatever. Those kinds of things, they create a certain energy about you, and that is harnessable energy. But that alone, that concept alone about connection, and that energy comes out of that, that's over most people's heads.
Well, what's energy? How do you define energy?
Energy in the sense that everything exudes a vibration. There is nothing, I think even in a physics sense, there is nothing that does not vibrate.
So energy is physical?
Can be. Physical is a manifestation of a vibration.
And its source is not physical?
Source, non-physical, has to be, yeah.
How do people understand energy? Well, no, sorry, I should say, how do people identify energy?
Well, there's two ways. One is that you can understand that everything must have an energy in order to exist. And so energy exists within everything, whether you can physically identify it or not. And two is, well, you can look at energy in terms of more of the manifestation. So I can see that rolling the ball has energy generated, do physics, things like that. That's easy to understand. Right? So it's a manifestation of energy. But can you see the energy in a ball that is just still? You can't see that. But you know it exists. Potential energy, for sure, it exists.
Is there a way to, see, I'm trying to think here, how do you inform other people about energy in order to hone their mind to identify it without using the principles of physics? Because if it's not just physical, it's metaphysical or beyond physical. How do you convince them? I guess you could say things like attraction to other people, or maybe there's a friendship connection or some kind of spiritual connection.
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah. People experience energy in a non-physical every day. Music is the biggest one.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Music is non-physical.
Yeah.
Everybody says energy. You go to a concert, everybody, oh my God, the energy of that place.
Yeah.
Everybody talk about it.
Is there another word you could use other than energy in order to make it more specific based on application? Because energy seems a bit too broad. So could you tell someone that this is what it is instead? If you talk about a concert, talk about a relationship, talk about something metaphysical? Because if you talk about it physically, you can say, yes, this ball has momentum, this item is moving, it has some kind of force behind it, but can you give it another word, the metaphysical manifestation of energy?
Yeah, I can. It makes the same amount of sense. Qi is the word. Well, it's like stored energy, it is potential energy, it is all kinds of energy going every which way. It's the existence of the thing and the essence of the thing without the thing being there.
Do you think it's a limitation of our language? Like in Cantonese, is there another way to express the word energy that is more complex than English?
Probably, but my Cantonese is no good.
Not that good. Because I wonder whether, so I'm trying to identify the components of your upbringing that allow you to see this differently than us. Because one of the biggest hurdles, one of the biggest points of friction that I've noticed, that we've talked about, is the lag effect of someone who has grown up in a Western context, quote unquote, right? Not absolutely, because you can live here and still be in an Eastern mindset, I guess, but having the Western experience, education, association to physical things, not as spiritual things, not having exposure to energy work, and having that person bridge the gap to internalize what these words are supposed to mean, to really understand them. So one of those things might be the language, the way in which it's described.
Sure.
Not only this experience, but there are languages where I think it's an Inuit language maybe, where they have like 20 words for snow and we have one, right? I think this is the way in which you can compile the thoughts through the words would allow people to understand that better. So that's why I'm asking, is there another way that you can describe the non-physical manifestation of this energy, this connection, that could be more useful maybe to help them bridge the gap.
And that is the nature of the Qigong, right? The study of Qi, the study of energy. So we have lots of those things that are refinements of Qi. Everything that everybody's already heard about, which is yin and yang theory, five element theory. All these theories help describe the Qi in a different way that is more tangible. And it links it very strongly to very specific physical manifestations.